6. Let your needs be known, loudly. Be a little, no, be a lot, self-centered. Be self-centered, but not selfish. Here's a problem I run into almost every day. He is backing away, perhaps attached to work, another person, etc. She feels the trust and intimacy eroding, is scared and wants to win him back. So she begins an all-out effort to work on the marriage. She invites him to do so as well. He may reluctantly agree. She blasts full throttle ahead trying to be nice and meet every need he ever said he had. She's going to fill his tank with goodies. Doesn't work. Her eyes are riveted on him. He feels smothered or maybe even resentful. Why is she doing this now? She's hopeful, but eventually that turns to resentment. Her underlying motive, if I meet his needs, he will feel good and meet mine, just doesn't work. It's perceived as manipulation, which it is. Of course, he doesn't say anything. After all, how do you get angry with someone who is so nice and caring? Trust disintegrates under a blanket of quiet niceties. Start with your eyes focused on you. What do you need? Explore your personal needs system. Dig beneath the surface. And then say to him, I need X, Y, and Z. I would like to talk to you about them. I would like us to work out a way so my needs are met. Are you open to that? He is empowered to say yes or no. Or, he may say, what about my needs? You respond, I am very interested in hearing what is important to you, certainly. Have you ever been around someone who stated clearly what they needed, wanted? Didn't you respect that person? Because you knew where he stood, and therefore where you stood, didn't that interaction move toward a trusting relationship? 7. State who you are, loudly. It is very sad to see those in relationships of emotional investment hold back from letting the other person know who they really are. You build trust in a relationship by entrusting yourself to the other person. This sounds easy, but I find it difficult for most to pull off. Most of us have a difficult time declaring ourselves. For one thing, if you're like most of us, you haven't given much thought to what it is that makes you truly you. Don't you feel like you glide through life on autopilot, focusing on tasks, goals, accomplishments, problems, and the external realities? Don't you tend to focus on those things out there or that person out there? You're concerned about what he is thinking, how he is responding to you, whether he likes you, whether he will be an obstacle, and where he will fit in your life. Your conversations may be pleasant but fairly superficial and bluntly, boringly inane. You converse about things, relationships, events out there. You are reluctant to share your thoughts, values, and impressions or take a stand. This doesn't destroy trust. But it doesn't create it either. And, if you do take a stand, it may serve the purpose of protecting you or entrenching you as you react against someone. This more often than not creates trust barriers. Take some time to reflect on your standards. What are your standards for a relationship? What standards do you hold for yourself? What do you order your life around? What are the 4 top values in your life? What are some themes that you live by? What are you known for? And then, begin letting significant people in your life know. They will respect you. They will know you more deeply. They will thank you for the opportunity to know you. They will see you as a person of character. They will trust you. They can count on you. They know exactly what is behind and within you. 8. Learn to say no. Sometimes you need to say no. Often it is crucial to say no. Saying no sets boundaries around you that protects you from being hurt or venturing into territory that will be destructive to your heart and soul. You draw a line. You stop tolerating that which drains energy and makes you less than you. You refuse to allow the destructive behaviors of others to destroy you. You build a moat around the core of your life. You do this by informing the other person of what they are doing. You request they stop. If they don't stop, you demand they stop. If they don't stop, you walk away without a snide remark, eye roll, or comment. To some this seems harsh, but saying no is respected. Fear is the basis of mistrust. If you fear that someone will hurt you and believe you have no recourse but to endure that hurt, fear will prevail. How can you trust when you are in fear? Saying no, protecting yourself, sends a message to the other person that you will not live in fear. This usually triggers a response of respect from the other person. After all, if you can protect yourself and refuse subjugation to that which is destructive, will not the other person come to trust you and see you as a person who just might protect him/her from harm as well? 9. Charge neutral. When your significant other expresses something powerfully, charge neutral. Most of us are afraid of strong feelings or points of contention in a relationship. I commonly hear people respond by defending themselves to a perceived attack, explaining themselves, counter-attacking, shutting down, or walking away. Of course, the relationship remains stuck in this quagmire of mistrust and fear. Rather than reacting and having your feelings flowing all over the place or shutting down, practice charging neutral. Communicate calmness, not only in your tone of voice but also in how you carry your body. Don't speak with a charge to your voice. Control your voice. Say what you must say, state the truth and do it directly and calmly. You can do this, once you master your fears. It will dramatically change the flow of the relationship. You will be able to point out something big, without making a big deal out of it. You will be in control of you. This not only feels great, but your partner trusts that you won't fly or fall apart. You will experience your personal power. This makes you very attractive. Don't people really trust someone who knows their personal power and how to use it for the welfare of themselves and others? Your partner will love the fact that she can trust you consistently to operate from your quiet center, remain engaged, not back down and speak the truth with conviction and calmness. 10. Dig into the dirt. Relationships of emotional investment, by their nature, bring trials, tribulations, fears, chaos, turmoil, change, stretching and growth. They become the grist from which your life is shaped and formed. Be fearless when faced with turmoil, upset, crisis, questions, and fears. When the time is right, seek them out. Move toward the frightening unknown. Dig into the dirt of your relationship and uncover the treasures. Do you really trust that this can happen? The purpose of your relationship is not to make you happy. Do you realize this? Happiness may be an outcome, but your other is given to you to move you to where you really want to be. Obstacles, trials and moments of pain are given as lessons on which you intentionally write the script of your life individually and together. Embrace the difficult. Trust that in this embracing you will find more of your true self. Trust that you are given the resources and capacity to face what you and your significant other are to face. Once you are able to believe and trust these ultimate purposes, trusting your significant other will be that much more easy.